All right, Ask REL. So we got some of these questions coming in. I'm excited to do some of these. Some of these are good questions. So this is one I get all the time as of recent because I'm always talking about the shoe circuits, AAU shoe circuit. It says, hi, how do we join one of the shoe circuits like Nike, Under Armour, etc.? So this is just my experience. Disclaimer, my experience. Nike and Adidas are basically impossible. And this, they're asking their teams, like they have AAU teams, how do they get their AAU teams on the circuit? Nike and Adidas, really not possible. Under Armour and Puma is now the next pro that was New Balance last year, is Puma this year. Those two, definitely possible. But if you're probably gonna have to have an existing AAU program that's been going on. And then second, if they're going to take you at all, you'd have to give a convincing pitch. If they're going to take you at all, they're going to put you on like a second or third tier circuit that is, you're going to have to fully pay for it. It's not going to be sponsored and free and all that. You're going to have to fully pay for it. It's just basically allowing you to play on their circuit. And everyone has different thresholds depending on how you do. If you win their finals, this, that, and the third, there's ways that you can move up to possibly getting fully sponsored. That's what I know. Okay, next question. How can we judge which coach is right for our sixth grade boys? Should we switch from club to club? Okay, another popular question. You gauge what's right by how your kid's doing. If your kid is progressing, so if you've been with them already, if you've been with a program, if your kid definitely progressed mentally and physically, and it wasn't, like out of the realm of what you need to do, like the travel wasn't too far, it wasn't too expensive, something like that. If it's working, it's working. There's no need to change anything. Um, Now, if you haven't done anything at all and you're like, this is our first year, we're going to do a club team or whatever, how do we know what to choose? You just go to those tryouts, man. You go to your tryouts and you use intuition. You're going to get it wrong sometimes. It's just the way it goes. But you got to go with what you can see. Do you like the coaches? Are they helping out? Are their personalities clicking? Do you think they're the type of people that your kid needs? Just leave it at that. Is it organized? Is it disorganized? Was the scheduling and the registration easy? All of those things matter. So don't overthink it, especially a sixth grader. You're going to jump around anyway. Don't overthink it. Go with who at face value looks like they're going to be a good bet for you. Okay, here's a decent one. Next one. Best highlights for shooting guards. What are the best highlights for shooting guards? If you're a shooting guard, highlights, I'm assuming you mean like what can I send to college coaches? You need to show range. So highlights where you're shooting long shots, shooting and making long shots. You need to show speed in release. So a play that's going to show that pass getting swung to you and where the defense was and all that and how quickly you got that off and how much you're moving without the ball. So shots that are being shot when you ran around, came off of screens, play without the basketball. Those are going to be the three most important things you could put in a highlight tape. And then if you really wanted to, you could probably put shooting percentages in there. That would help as well. Okay, I'll go with this one. What is the most important teaching component of defense? Communication. Not even a question. At any level, any age, the most important teaching component is defense because the most effective component as team defense is communication, is talking. And the great thing about it, man, first of all, this might be the hardest thing to teach, but it is the most important. But you can do it at any age. It could be kindergartners in a little community church program. They're capable of talking. It could be a college team. They're capable of talking. So without a doubt, communication. What to say, that could go a lot of different ways, but your easy stuff, screen left, screen right, switch, stay, I got ball, I'm in help, the easy things. I would at least start with that. Thanks for those who submitted the questions, relacademy.com, where you can get all your information on REL, what we can do for you, how we help you out. If you want to submit a question, check the story on Instagram. So it's at REL Academy on Instagram. In the story, there will be a Ask Me a Question button. Put your question in there. If it's a good question, I'll get to it.